Hi, my name is Karina Lade, and today I'm going to share some more behind the scenes stories from Joanna Hennon and I, and my live event that's going to take place in Brussels on March 4th to 6th. And so some of you have asked us, what's going on behind the scenes, because that's so exciting and inspiring. And usually there are lots of ahas and I know how that feels, because as entrepreneurs we're really used to kind of rolling with the punches, kind of adapting to whatever comes up, finding ways to learn from what comes up whenever we're doing a project or creating something that we're releasing into the world. And so the topic for today is changes and how to tap in to the energy of something you've created. So for us, we really didn't know what this event was going to look like or how the journey up until the event would be like. We knew that we were doing something new and that there would be lots of learning and lots of like stepping into something bigger and a different role, more responsibility, more presence, I guess, as well, and the leadership as well behind something like this. So since we started and since we launched this, we've had changes in the speakers, for example, and also with the attacks that happened in Paris, there were a lot of uncertainty going on in Brussels as well. And Joanna and I would chat on Skype, and she would tell me how they closed down the city, practically closed down. So, and we had to adjust to these changes and work with them, and find ways through. And I guess that this is something we're always confronted with as entrepreneurs, because we're always creating. There's always stuff coming up we didn't expect. And then how do we deal with that? So for me, this is really a big learning in when it comes to surrendering to the process, learning what I need to learn, and coming back to what's true for me. So one of the big realizations after what happened in Brussels and the terrorist attacks that happened in Paris that were linked to the city as well was, okay, so there's lots of fear, lots of uncertainty going on. It triggered a lot of fear in us and in other people as well, right? And then we realized that this whole event is all about doing business in a heart-centered way. And by doing that, we're changing the world. We're creating positive change. We're creating a different way of being. We're taking full responsibility for our own freedom, our own independence. And then we realized that this is exactly what is coming up for a lot of us when something like this happens in the world, right? Either we become fearful and we hold back and we try to stay safe, or we keep stepping into our own truths and we keep staying committed to what it is that we're here to do and who we are. So that was a really powerful realization for both Joanna and I, and it really helped us recommit to the message of this event. And funnily enough, the more the event evolves, the more the speakers who are attending are committed to positive change in the world and having an impact on not just us and our clients and maybe our colleagues, but also other people. So for example, Alisoun Mackenzie and Leigh Daniel, who are speaking at the event, are very involved in like changing the world and creating networks so that they can also, and their work can also support people who are doing amazing things in like third world countries, people working for committed to social causes. And so this is something that, although I have thought of this, and it's something that's at the back of my head, but it isn't one of the things that I focus on the most in my business. But when I take a step back, I realize that, yes, this concerns all of us. So how does my work not only nurture and create positive change for me and my family and my friends and my clients. But how is that impacting on the world? And how far do I want to reach in that? And so for those of you familiar with Leonie Dawson as well, she's very committed to this as well. So I've been receiving this information for a while now, but now with the event and what's been going on around, like behind the scenes, it's really, really hit home for me. So one of the other lessons is deal with what comes up. And I know that Joanna and myself, we've had to deal with our own stuff, right? So when I have fears coming up about, can I really do this? Is this the right thing? Is it the right time? All the stuff, right, that comes up, feelings of inadequacy or, whatever is going on inside. Either I can just wallow in that for a long time and then go back into my cave and hide, which I've done at times, or I can stand up and be like, okay, what's triggering? What is this triggering inside me? How can I deal with that? And how can I make that an asset as I move forward? Not just with the event, but in my life and in my business. So this has been great for learning that as well. And that's something I really invite you to do as well. So what's going on for you in your business right now? What are the hard spots? Maybe a certain type of clients that you attract that you don't enjoy working with, or who are really really demanding of your energy and of your time, and you feel frustrated because you feel like you can't help them enough. What's the pattern behind that, and how can you release that pattern so that you can stand in your full power and do what you're here to do? So this can really be used in anything. So I really encourage you to look at what's going on in your business right now, or in your life if you don't have a business, and how can you grow through it? If you let go and you stop resisting, what's really going on underneath the surface, and how can you release that and move on and help it make you stronger and softer and wiser and braver. So that was my behind the scenes story for you today, and I'm super, super excited to meet all of you at the No Limits event in Brussels on March 4th to 6th. So it's really, really soon. So I would love for you to get your ticket, let me know. And then we have a private Facebook group already so that we can get together and talk about, places to stay and what to do in Brussels and anything we want to share before. So we'll be like masterminding for 2 months before the event too. So you can find more information at the nolimitsevent.biz. And if you have any questions at all, just email us at the email that I put below, or PM us on Facebook or anywhere else where you see Joanna or me. And we would love to answer any questions that you have, because this is a really unique event. There's nothing like it out there, and it's happening now. So if this is calling you, make the commitment to yourself to make this happen. I'm super happy to put that on my list of goals for my business and gifts for my business and for my life this year, because I can feel the energy of the event and it's super powerful. There's so much love. It's very aligned, and there's so much power in that. And I think just being in a room with all of these people who've signed up and the speakers is going to be amazing. So if that's the kind of support you're looking for, then do join us. And I wish you a beautiful day, and I hope to connect with you soon. Mwah!